Like communities there. We need them. We're not going to do this because Minister of Health will not do nothing without you now. We get for reach out to you now. And I've been at the communities. And if you imagine Mama, they can't give them a market. So if you
As part of the continuous celebration of World Breastfeeding Week, the Director of Food and Nutrition in the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, Aminata Shamit Korom, has on Friday 6 August had an engagement with Market Women Association and informed them that breast milk is a foundation for good health and well-being of children. Addressing Market Women Association at the UNICEF office, Aminata Shamit Korom further that as a ministry that is responsible for health and well-being of citizens, they also probe in order to know what is working well and what is not working well in terms of health-related matters and advise as when necessary.
start on launch when you launch because breastfeeding week they begin the 1st of August. We minister don't launch this campaign. So we say I will continue for do this because the reason how we go down that's to intensify the campaign, for intensify the messages they will go. So Carl put some strategies then say, okay, we also marketing very strong like communities there. We need them. We're not going to do this because Minister of Health will not do nothing without you now. We get for reach out to you now. And I've been at the communities. And if you imagine Mama, they can't give them a market. So if you don't know how Mamika ideas, so you say, I'm not this because what to make you not again? What to make you again this water? What to make you again this Kool-Aid? Because you're not supposed to forget. So with that info, now we say, Lord, call the 8 people then, and the marketing man then we talk to you now. Let you not say talk to me. This is not dialogue, not meeting. Now they not talk no more, they can't talk to you now. You not say for talk to me. Now discussion now they can't get today. We say stakeholder meeting. Now they get it now.
She stressed on the need for mothers to be given at least 6 months exclusive breastfeeding to their children in order to build the immune system of the children from sickness.
Now they know they give them WhatsApp. No more for the first 6 months when I met for you. When they go to clinic, now that's what we tell them. Before they born, antenatal clinic, now that's what we tell them. When they born, now that's what we tell them. But we still get challenged, say, you know, they happen the way we want for let it happen. One let all mama pass the one we're not able to say is sick.
She said, being that the market women are very much instrumental in the entire campaign of breastfeeding, that caused the ministry to have an engagement with the Market Women Association so that the message around breastfeeding will spread far and wide.
August. We minister don't launch this campaign. So we say I will continue for do this because the reason how we go down that's to intensify the campaign, for intensify the messages they will go. So Carl put some strategies then say, okay, we also marketing very strong like communities there. We need them. We're not going to do this because Minister of Health will not do nothing without you now. We get for reach out to you now. And I've been at the communities. And if you imagine Mama, they can't give them a market. So if you don't know how Mamika ideas, so you say, I'm not this because what to make you not again? What to make you again this water? What to make you again this Kool-Aid? Because you're not supposed to forget.
Adding her voice to the campaign, the Health and Nutrition Officer at Focus 1000, Chrislyn Williams, encouraged the market women to continue spreading the message of breastfeeding, adding that breastfeeding is good for babies, especially from 0 to 6 months.
Thank you for way them bring we all together. For see how we go for reach out to we company them, na the market, na communities them for push Bobby business go before. We company don't talk about how the Bobby water is very important for the pikin and for the mama. We know so we pikin them at the future. So it's fine for me to go invest for them. And how they start now with the Bobby water because it's free, it's safe. And it go help the pikin for grow well, you know, with the sick boku, and it go where it go school, it go for do well. So if you start now from that time day where the pikin born for 6 months, as we say, no other thing they not forget, and no other thing pass Bobby water no more. It go good for the pikin, as we don't hear all the benefits them what the company don't talk about. So we just encourage the market woman there. We call on her because we know say one has get strong voice in the community, and we call on her so that Una self don't hear the message, play not stop there no more. But una go, now una different groups them, una go for go tell, una company them, una advise them, say Bobby water no more a good for picking for the first 6 months.
Also addressing the leaders from various markets across the Western area, the UNICEF Health and Nutrition Officer, AMARA, said breast milk has enough water for babies, and she admonished them to disseminate the good message of the importance of breastfeeding in fact.
And this water, what they give them, especially water, they give them all that thing, but the water now come on. Because we all know that they say they begin their testing, whether they cry and they come on thing that day. But we all know say the bobby water get plenty water, so not to test it and to test it. So this campaign, where we they call No Water campaign, now for make sure say we encourage all the comrades so that they will give them picking them bobby water no more, no other thing they don't forget, especially water. Say them 6 months. When the baby 6 months and going on, then he actually give them now other food then we go help them, let them go find. So as market woman then, we all know the role we play. We all know woman then, we all know comrade then, we all they meet with new people then and we market them, not so. And we want to make sure say we now pass on this information. But it will be said the way how they go from different how we don't like it one.
On her part, the National Professional Officer for Nutrition and Food Safety, attached at the World Health Organization, Hannah Yaxin, said breastfeeding is a collective responsibility by all and sundry. She therefore stressed that the market women have a very big role to play in mounting the campaign on no water until 6 months for a healthier baby. She encouraged the market women to share the message across their respective marketplaces that breast milk is the best as recommended by World Health Organization and UNICEF.
Well, Bobby water business, now we all business, now we all responsibility. So una as market woman, una get a role for play, for make sure say we shape the message that we market them. For make all man know say Bobby water na the best for baby. And the World Health Organization and UNICEF, they come together. Now they put one thing we call, where we call recommendation. That law for sure say that picky where they born, as they born and so, they for put them to the baby within the first 1 hour. So when you go from no born, tell the nurse say, then he say for put the picking to the baby, that picking for begin suck from where they inside the womb. And after that, you not that though. If for suck body, then forget body water no more. Say that picking 6 months. Just the kind of sister don't talk. You know they get one water. You know they get country medicine. You know they get coconut water. You know they get nothing. Say that picking 6 months. And when you not get diabetes, because the sugar wey dey inside that bobby water is just enough for that pikin. But when you begin get other thing, you don't know how it make am. So it can involve the pikin and belle, and it can make them get diabetes. And the water where they take for mix that food where they give that pikin, you don't know inside that person will get taker. And when you give that pikin, then you can make that pikin get one belle. Also not happening when we can boil them with the cup and put them in our water. If you say it's safe. But when you go put it out there and pull out and feed that pikin, jam say they go for that cup or that bottle where they feed that pikin. So they say, WHO and UNICEF say, feeding bottle.
Some of the participants shared their experiences.
Now the same two pass, these are 3 years. But in Mamagi and Bobby, good one. Before he begin work, now nurse, because he know already.
So the Bobby water is very good for pikin. So now that's normal. So I just glad the normal where they call me for this meeting. I'm glad it for me mama where he send me now.
Now the was succulent, say 2 years. It come out fine. And it gets sense now school.
For Beyond Borders Network Television, I am Mohamed Amargado reporting.